What's up everybody, welcome to practicing the passive voice. If you're unsure about how you use the passive and how all that is done, there's a link up here and also in the description on a video telling you that. Also there is this worksheet. The link is in the description below. You can download that or just have it open and just work on it beforehand. And we will go through these sentences and correct them step by step. Let's start. Tom bought a bike last week. The tense is simple past. You can see this in the verb bought. For the first two examples, I'll display these arrows so that we have a small reminder on how we do this. First, the subject of the passive sentence is the object of the active sentence, a bike. The helping verb is a form of to be that is in the tense of the active sentence and matches the subject. Tense is simple past, the subject is one bike. So we need a one bike form, singular, simple past form of to be was. Next, the verb of the active sentence has to be put in the third form, bought. By. Object of the passive sentence is the subject of the active sentence, Tom. And last but not least, we need the time, last week. A bike was bought by Tom last week. Number 2, the mechanic fixed the bike. Tense, simple past. Subject of the passive sentence is the object of the active sentence, the bike. Next, helping verb to be in the correct tense, simple past, was. Verb in the third form, fixed. By. Object of the passive sentence is the subject of the active sentence, the mechanic. The bike was fixed by the mechanic. Number 3, this time without the arrows because I think we got it. Thieves stole many bikes from garages last year. The tense, stole, simple past again. Let's go through this quickly. Subject is the old object, many bikes. Next, helping verb, a form of to be in the simple past, but this time it's not one bike, it's many bikes. So we won't have was, we'll take were. Third form of the verb, stolen. By, subject of the active sentence, thieves from garages last year. These adverbials of place and time, you can just leave them at the end. Number 4, the mayor opens the new bike path. Tense, opens, is in the simple present. Subject is the old object, the new bike path. Now we need a form of to be, simple present, is, third form of the verb, opened, by, and now the subject of the active sentence, the mayor. Number 5, my parents gave me a new computer for Christmas. This one is a bit special because you can see there is 2 objects. So I have 2 possible solutions. But let's go step by step. Number 1 is the tense. Gave is in the simple past. Let's start with the first solution and let's just take the first object first. Me. And I can't say me, so I need to put the correct personal pronoun. I. Simple past form of to be that matches I, was. Verb in the third form, given. Now we need the second object, a new computer. By, subject of the active sentence, my parents for Christmas. Second solution, let's take the other object and put it in the front. A new computer was given. And now I can't just say me, I have to say to me. By my parents for Christmas. So either one of these is fine. Just make sure that you don't say me was given, it has to be I was given and the computer was given to me. So the to is important. Number 6, John is going to buy a new house next week. Tense, going to future. Let's go through it. Subject is the old object, a new house. Now we need a form of to be in the going to future. That one's easy, is going to be. Third form of the verb, bought, buy, old subject, John, and the time we can just put in the end, next week. Number 7, Jonas cleans his room. Tense, cleans, easy, simple present. But watch out here, his is a possessive pronoun. It tells us who the room belongs to. So we need to make sure that we put the correct name here, because the pronouns just point back to another name or to another noun, and we don't have one here. So we need to say Jonas's room. Form of to be in the correct tense, simple present, is. Third form of the verb, cleaned, by. And now you can put a pronoun in, him. So just make sure you get this. The pronouns point back to a noun. They are there for a noun. But you have to make sure that the noun is in front of the pronoun so that you read the noun first. Otherwise you don't know who you're talking about. So if that's the case, make sure to substitute pronouns with the noun. And you can have the pronoun in the end then. Number 8. The singer sang many songs. Tense, sang, simple past. Subject, old object. Many songs. Correct form of to be, watch out, it's plural, were. Third form of sing, sung. By, old subject, the singer. Number 9. Tim Cook shows off the features of the new iPhone. The sentence looks a lot more complicated than it is. You have a verb that consists of 2 words, shows off, but it's just a verb, and you have a very long object. That's just an object. So let's just go through it. The tense is simple present. Subject is the old object. The features of the new iPhone. Now, the correct form of to be, simple present, but watch out, it's the features. So we need a plural in there. Are. Third form of to show, shown off. By Tim Cook. Number 10. The audience watched the presentation 2 weeks ago. Tense, watched, simple past. Subject is the old object, the presentation. Form of to be, simple past, was. Third form of the verb, watched. By, and you can see the parentheses already, the audience 2 weeks ago. And I put the by agent in the parentheses because who else is gonna watch a presentation? Of course it's the audience. So you don't really need it. You can also put in the presentation was watched 2 weeks ago. Right, that's the 10 sentences that were on the worksheet. And when I correct these things, I watch out for 2 things. First, subject object has to be in the correct place. Second, the tense of the verb form has to be correct. So it has to be the form of to be that matches the tense, and it has to be plural or singular, so that you can just show that you understand how this is formed and how it is used. Second, the verb has to be in the third form, and the third form has to be correct. So if it's irregular, it has to be an irregular verb. You just have to show me that you know what you're doing. If you had a lot of mistakes, especially in the form of to be and in placing the subject and the object, make sure to watch the basic video on the active and passive again, and just make sure to go through it. If you have problems with irregular verbs, you just have to learn these. I'm sorry, it's stupid, I know, but it's all you can do. Anyway, thanks for learning with me today. Have a good day. Bye bye.